creative, you don't get people to commit to quality support. And something like times who just want to survive, we supply them something.
Where you can actually make all these things work.
But here in Nigeria, it's difficult to actually sell our program to stations.
You can't let one thing suffer from the other.
Hello and welcome you on to the show A Chat with the Professional, the special series to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the show. A Chat with the Professional, as you know, is the show that has been designed to x-ray the activities of professional individuals and corporate bodies. And let me just remind you that it was on the 7th day of November 2000 that this program was first beamed via the Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10 Lagos. And come November this year, we are going to be marking that special anniversary. And what we have been doing within the past few months is to get world leaders as well as Nigerian professionals who are in other countries come talk to you about what they do and why you should draw inspiration from what they are doing, so that in the end we shall look back and say Nigeria is a great country and we are all proud to be Nigerians. And so today, once again, we are going to be having another Nigerian in diaspora in the United States, Washington, D.C. to be precise. And we are talking about Ngozi Ironde, who is an Executive Vice President at the NRC International. So we shall get into introducing her properly after this break, so please don't go away. You're still watching the show A Chat with the Professional, the show designed to x-ray the activities of professional individuals and corporate bodies. Like I mentioned in my introduction today, we have another notable Nigerian in the United States of America, Washington, D.C. to be precise. And like I said, I have with me Ngozi Ironde, who is the Executive Vice President, NRC International. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to start with your business name, NRC International. I hope it's not an offshoot of the National Republican Convention way back in Nigeria.
Absolutely not related.
All right, so what do you do in NRC?
NRC, it's a security and risk management company. We provide services to governments, both U.S. governments and foreign governments.
I see. All right, that's not what we are discussing here. Today we are here to discuss Africa, with emphasis on Nigeria. For how long have you been in the United States?
Oh my, over 40 years.
Over 40 years. Good. Did you have any formal training in Nigeria before coming over?
I was in Nigeria until I was about 8 years old.
Oh, I see.
But I have gone back and forth since.
Good. Now, as a Nigerian in the US, what's your impression about your country, Nigeria, in comparison with the practice of professionals who are of Nigerian origin resident in the United States?
Well, I tell you, there are certainly a lot of very experienced people here, and educated individuals who have extraordinary skills that are needed in Nigeria, definitely, to improve the way things run there, both the political system and commerce. Okay. So it would be great if we had those individuals go back and actually facilitate the running of things there.
Good. So it's not been stories of woes after all. The stories that you hear about Nigeria when you're here, is it in sync with what you see when you travel home?
Actually, when you listen to the media, it's a lot of negative stories. It's a lot of stories about crime, 419, you name it. But when you get there, you actually find that things aren't as they have been positioned here. So there are a lot of positive things that come out of Nigeria. We just don't hear much of it.
So what do you think should be the roles of the diasporans, in the building of a better society back home?
You know, America was built in many years, and there are a lot of very skilled Nigerians here. And I think if we can go back and try to take back what we've learned about this nation, for instance, in education, for instance, in business, for instance, in the area of business, just simply the way things run. America is a very orderly place, and taking back some of those processes in technology arena that we've learned here and try to help our country do better, I think it's certainly an area that we can support what goes on here, out there.
Good. So far, do you see us doing well in that area?
Not from what I've seen so far.
Good. And so what would be your encouragement or advice to Nigerians who are resident in U.S. as well as other parts of the world?
I think having an opportunity to exchange roles at times would be very good. Having Nigerians who are able to come here, and when they come here, try to seek their people who are in the know, and learn from them and spend the time in workshops and seminars. And similarly, when we go back there, have an opportunity to do the same. I certainly would.
Okay. Well, viewers, at this point, we must take a short break. You will agree with me, we have another co-professional. She says she's been here for the past 40 years, and going back home, she sees that what she has when she's in the States is totally different from what is going on there. My advice is you need to come home and then find out what's going on so that you'll be informed, well informed about things going on. Nobody's going to tell your story. You got to tell your story yourself. So we must take a break at this point, and A Chat with the Professional returns after this time out. Please stay.